Call the February 5th regular school board meeting to order. Invocation by Dr. Dennis Giat, District 2, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise.
Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to come together this evening to serve our school district and its people. Allow your wisdom to be upon us as we make the decisions needed to move our system forward. Allow us to always see your beauty, feel your love, know your wisdom, and experience your power. We ask all this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mr. Wright? Here. Dr. Gia? Here. Ms. Babin?
Here.
Ms. Petita?
Here.
Mr. Duplantis? Here. Ms. Bourgeois?
Here.
Mr. LaFont? Here. Ms. Wells?
Here.
Ms. Sharpenshire?
Here. Moving on to item E, we're going to skip that because the representative from LEF isn't here yet. So we're going to move on to awards and recognitions. A special recognition of 2024 LSBA Certified School Board Member designation. Mr. Martin. Oh.
The following school board members have voluntarily earned 20 or more LSBA-approved training hours during the 2024 calendar year. They will be recognized during the LSBA State Convention on February 25th through the 27th for this distinction. They are Ms. Tina Nakhan Babin, District 3, 22.75 hours. Ms. Marion Petita, District 4, 33.5 hours. Ms. Valerie Bourgeois, District 6, 39 hours. And Ms. Buffy Lynn Sharpenshire, District 9, 52.5 hours. Please come forward. Oh.
Item B, Bush Parish School District student, staff, and group recognitions. Ms. Tanya Bolton.
Welcome to the awards recognition portion of our board meeting. Each month, we have the privilege of being able to recognize students and staff from throughout the district who are doing exceptional things. We recognize people for academics, we recognize people for sports achievements, and tonight it's a privilege to be able to recognize our art and those who are doing great things and very talented in music, choir, instrumental, and vocal music. I'm so glad to see so many people that are so talented because I personally did not get that talent. And so it's a pleasure to be able to recognize everyone here tonight. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Mr. Trent is going to call each of our award winners up. You'll come up and receive your award from Mr. Martin and Ms. Fertitta. And then the front row, you can just go back to your seat. Our following rows, you'll go out that way, that side of the row. And once you get your certificate, you'll turn toward me. I'll take your picture, and then you'll come back to your seat this way.
And folks that are here, thanks for being here and supporting your kids. Her pictures are going to be uploaded, folks, online and on Facebook page. So if you don't get a great picture from your vantage point, a high quality photo will be uploaded for your retrieval in time tomorrow. All right.
right, so the first group we have tonight are the Louisiana American Choir Directors Association All-State Choir members. They had to submit an audition, a recorded audition, so it wasn't just put your name up. You had to be auditioned and judged and selected for it. And it met back in November at Riverside in New Orleans. We have several here for that group. So the first one is Samantha from Thibodeau Middle on soprano, Samantha Cruz. From Raceland Middle, Shay Landry. From Thibodeau Middle, Kylie Jones. From Raceland Middle, Finley Guidry. Lockport Middle, Elena III. From Central Lafourche, Zoe O'Neill. And there were four choirs that each of these had a chance of being in. Samantha was in the children's choir. The others so far were in the youth treble choir, and now we're going to the youth mixed choir. From Bayou Blue Middle, Blair Stewart. From Lockport Middle, Aubrey Brook. From Central Lafourche, Tia Landry. There we go.
Yeah.
You got it out?
Yeah, let me try.
From Central Lafourche, Leanne Rios. Leanne was in the high school women's choir, as are the last three here. Alana Arnett from Central Lafourche High. And J.C. O'Neill from Central Lafourche High. And those are all the Louisiana ACDA All-State members. Then just this past month in January, also at the Hilton Riverside, after a two-step audition, first round at the district level, then so many are allotted from each district around the state to go to a second round of auditions, and they have to submit those, and those are judged by out-of-state judges for the Louisiana Music Educators Association All-State Choir. So first, and for this year, it was the first year moving to New Orleans in November at the Hilton. So we added middle school groups. So there's a middle school band, middle school orchestra, and middle school choir and jazz band added this year. and string orchestra. So we have some that made the middle school choir in the room here. So we'll start with, from Raceland Middle, Finley Guidry. And also from Raceland Middle, Shay Landry. Lockport Middle, Aubrey Bro. Lockport Middle, Elena Mathern. Thibodeau Middle, Aiden Adams. And those are for the middle school choir. So the high school has two choirs, a treble choir and a mixed choir. So in the high school treble choir from Central Lafourche, Grace Boudreau. And from Central Lafourche High, J.C. O'Neill. Oh, I got you. Okay. All right, and also for the middle school choir from Bayou Blue Middle, Knowledge Capel. All right, and now to the high school mixed choir, which this year, all of the groups were increased this year because of the space and the availability of rooms at the Hilton. So the treble choir was increased to 100 voices and the mixed choir was 200 voices, which was amazing. So first from Central Lafourche High, Leanne Rios. And from Central Lafourche High, Tia Landry. And from South Lafourche High, Elle Hunter. So just to say a couple of things too, teachers of all of these are what makes this happen. I mean, the kids work hard, we all know that, but I'd like to recognize the teachers of all of these students. Stand up, please. Just to let you know too, if you want to mark your calendars on, you might have another engagement on April 2nd, but maybe you can get a note to get out of it or something. The Parish Honor Choir concert will be on April 2nd at Central. Just move the meeting there and do it after the concert.
There's a couple more members that wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Much shorter drive.
So, but anyway, thank you all for doing this for our students and thanks.
Yeah, hey, great job, kids. Families, thank you for supporting your kids. I was just having a long conversation today with the band director of Thibodeau High, in fact, about what music means in terms of building student capacity. It's amazing how there's not just a correlation, but like a causation between the neurological development, between how smart you can get and your involvement in music. So making good decisions, keep making them, and you continue to amaze us. Luckily, none of you got 3 of those things, and you'd have to stand up and sing for all of us. But thank y'all so much. Go enjoy a great dinner, and unless you want to see the rest of this board meeting, go ahead and exit stage left. She's going to direct you so we can do the next one.
If y'all don't mind exiting through this door, because we do have another group that's going to come right in behind you, so we can recognize them.
I would like to just go to Central. Plus, I was in district choir and state choir.
Just roll in the caboose. If anybody really needs a seat, some of the kids aren't going to be here, and we have some over there, or we can just get started if y'all are ready. You look ready. Mr. Tramp? Well, look, every month we invite students here to recognize them for our various accomplishments. And tonight, we're thrilled to recognize some accomplishments in the field of music, which is why we have Mr. Tramp on to introduce what awards and accolades all of these kids receive. And so we'll go ahead and get started. Mr. Tramp.
Yeah, so we have these are all members of the Louisiana Music Educators Association all-state groups. Again, like I said earlier, we added middle school, so we have middle school band, high school concert band, and high school symphonic band. And also this year, there was an addition of a handbell ensemble. I don't know anything about handbells, And that's what you see at church sometimes, or big fancy churches, and they have a handbells at Christmas or whatever. And, you see that, but there's actual music for handbell ensemble. And in Lafayette, we have the president of their national organization, and he spearheaded creating. So Louisiana is one of 2 states that has a all-state handbell ensemble now. And we have 4 of those students. You're going to see them. 4 of them were from our parish out of the 20 or so that were in the group. So again, that was a 2-step audition. Regional level, district level, you have to make it past that with a quota. So many go to second round, and then they did that. And then they got selected again by out-of-state judges via recorded audition. So we'll get started here first and I don't know I can't tell who's here, that's how I'll call all the names. And we'll go. Thibodeau Middle, on flute, middle school band, Brianna Carden.
We get cool direction. When your name is called, come on up.
So you come right in the middle? Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
On flute from Bayou Blue Middle, Faith Lynn Alex. On flute from 6th Ward Middle, Olivia Benoit. On clarinet from Bayou Blue Middle, Taylor Leret. On alto saxophone from Raceland Middle, Abby Samony. On tenor saxophone from Bayou Blue Middle, McKenna DeHart. On trumpet from La Rose Cutoff Middle, Ava Plazos. On trumpet from Thibodeau Middle, Colton Barris. On trombone from Bayou Blue Middle, Gracelyn Walker. On trombone from 6th Ward Middle, James McCart. On percussion from Thibodeau Middle, Kyla Barris.
Striking resemblance.
On handbell. On handbells, Central Lafourche High, Lucille Dishman. Also on handbells from Central Lafourche High, Cade Richard. Handbells from Central Lafourche High, Matthew Richard. And on handbells from Central Lafourche High, Jack Rodriguez. Right, moving on to the high school concert band. From Thibodeau High, Evie Purple. Clarinet from Central Lafourche High, Laura Sanchez. Clarinet from South Lafourche High, Yamir Ramirez. Also in clarinet from South Lafourche High, Ethan Giroux. And on clarinet from Central Lafourche High, Lorelei DeHart. On contrabass clarinet from Central Lafourche High, Kirsty Hernandez. On trumpet from Central Lafourche High, Landon Grissom. On trombone from South Lafourche High, Roy Belia. On trombone from South Lafourche High, Nathan Dean. On tuba from South Lafourche High, Evan Felleries. And now we're to the high school symphonic band. And on contrabass clarinet from South Lafourche High, Aniele Guerrero. That's the biggest question. Next to two. On alto saxophone from Central Lafourche High, Jaden Sheremy. On baritone saxophone, Central Lafourche High, Jackson Shesso. On trumpet from Central Lafourche High, Evan Summoney. On trombone, Central Lafourche High, Sawyer Bro. On percussion, from Central Lafourche High, Brooke Dalton. And in the high school full orchestra, on trumpet from South Lafourche High, Drew Como. On percussion from Central Lafourche High, Jade Shesso. And on percussion from Thibodeau High, Ryan Weiss. I was just going to say, one that you can put on your calendar and you can make without needing a note. In 3 weeks from tonight, February 26th at Central Lafourche at 6 o'clock will be the parish honor band concert. There'll be 4 groups, all youth 6th and 7th graders, 8th and 9th graders in the junior high, and then we have 2 senior high groups, a symphonic band and a wind ensemble, which consists of most of the high school students all of these that were in here. Just very fine event to go to. You won't regret it. And just to say, I know I've said this years ago with a couple of numbers. In 2005 and 6, in this parish, there were about 7 students that made all district band, no all state. So in 15 years, we've gone from that, the commitment this parish has made, Dr. Matthews, Mr. Martin continuing the support, and all of you continuing the support. Now we have over 60 all-staters. Without the support, that wouldn't happen. And I'm just here in the middle. I'm the messenger, and they work really hard. But can all the teachers be recognized? Stand up or put your hand up. It doesn't happen without great teachers. Those of you all know that. So it starts right there, and then we have the greatest music faculty anywhere.
Yeah, and thank you for what you've done, Mr. Trim. Round of applause for what he's done. Just a personal story because I want to embarrass my son and how fortunate it is to be where these kids are right now. He attempted to be in this group. There's a whole bunch of kids for try, right? And they all try. And he goes to compete against this with trumpet playing, right? And it's practicing. All I hear is this silly song over and over and over again. He's driving me crazy, right? Finally gets to the performance. And how'd you do? He's like, I messed up a little bit. But I think it might be okay. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, no, definitely not, because I heard Evan Salmony playing. And he slayed it. I wanted to share it, not because I wanted to pick up my son, even though a little bit of it. This is a really challenging thing to be recognized at this level. So we take for granted how easy it is because it's so common. To his point, it is not common. It's uniquely Lafourche Parish music problem to have to do this in 2 iterations tonight, right? So we don't take that for granted, and it doesn't happen without the support of the parents. So thank you for what you're doing. And, you've got a lot of choices, and we know that, and we're glad that you choose us for your kids' education. So thank you for what you do. Enjoy the rest of your night. We have an exciting board meeting if you want to stick around.
I'm going to add one thing to his. When you have kids that aren't making it, and he's talking about a 9th grader. So consider all state is 9th through 12th grade for high school. That's a 4-year band. There shouldn't be many 9th graders making it. If the teachers are doing their job, they're taking kids where they come in 9th grade and coaching them up, teaching them and getting them. So it's going to be mostly upperclassmen. So tell them to don't give up. He was in 9th grade, and, a really good pep talk. He'd be amazing. But anyway, that's the reality. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, folks.
Madam President, at this time, I'd like to move that we revisit item E in the first section of opening meeting. So moved.
Yeah, move second. Ms. Babin, all in favor, we'll do a hand vote. All in favor? Motion carries. Okay, we'll move back up to item E, LaFouche Education Foundation update. Ms. Deanna LaFawn.
Hi. Am I speaking in the mic? Am I speaking right
Yes,
now?
speak in the
Okay,
mic.
speak in the mic, all right. Great to be with everybody. I am very casually dressed like I'm going to a parade because our King Cake Fest merch is coming in. Isn't it exciting? So I wanted to show it off. So I decided to put on my parade boots and talk to you guys in a t-shirt. Thank you guys for having me today. I'll pass this out real quick. What I'm handing out to you guys is the impact report from last year's festival. If y'all didn't know, thank you, Ms. Martin. If y'all didn't know, the Louisiana King Cake Fest is happening soon, like next Saturday. And we are in full-blown festival mode in the LaFont house, and the LaFont children, and the LaFont husband, and everybody associated with me is in very much King Cake mode. So, just to go over what you guys have in front of you, last year, the festival was hugely successful. So, we started this 2 years ago. Our first year, we had 3,500 people that showed up, and we were frankly amazed because we were expecting, maybe 1,000. The downtown Thibodaux was busting at the seams. So we did a little reprioritization and changed the footprint and did some logistical things and was able to have a really, really good experience last year. So just kind of by the numbers, we were twice the size that we were last year. I'm not going to read this all. You guys can understand it. But the true thing to focus on is that bottom part. That, we raised $80,000. And with that money, we've been able to do some really cool things for the teachers in the parish that we haven't been able to do in a really long time. So last week, we gave out $40,000 worth of innovation and education grants to teachers across the parish. I think we had 17 or 20. I'm sorry, I should have looked that number up before we came in. But several teachers received those grants. We had about 30 new teachers that got $250 supply grants at the beginning of the year. So basically the qualification for that is if you're a new teacher in Lafourche Parish and you fill out the Google form and you send it to us and, Lafourche Parish School District HR checks out that you really teach here, you get a supply grant voucher that you can use either at Kim Supply or Holly Office Supply. That's been a hugely successful program, 3 years in the running. If you notice, that coincides with King Cake Fest, when we had the revenue to be able to do that. Last year after the festival, we bought a ream of paper for every teacher in the parish, which sounds like it was a cool thing to do, but when I actually put the numbers to that, that was a big investment. I think it costs about $6,000 to buy a ream of paper for every teacher in the parish. We bought Amazon wish list items for, I think, close to 300 teachers at the beginning of the year. So it's been truly a blessing to watch this festival grow and to be able to take the proceeds and do what's really core to our mission. The other piece of this, Lafourche Education Foundation is the provider of the Dolly Parton Imagination Library for Lafourche Parish. The Dolly Parton Imagination Library provides a free high-quality book mailed to your home if you are age 0 to 5. It is a wonderful program. It is a great program. It helps improve childhood literacy. It's super awesome. It is not free to the organization that runs the program. So, prior to the King Cake Festival, when we were trying to reassess our priorities and how we could do all the cool things we wanted to do, we actually thought about trying to get rid of the program because we couldn't afford it. And, with the success of the library, we've been able to recommit to it. So I think last month we had the second highest enrollment in the state in Lafourche Parish in the program. So long story short, the festival is awesome. It's coming. It takes a ton of work. But it's been really rewarding to be able to kind of take these proceeds and do what the foundation was here for. So, King Cake Fest, next week, downtown Thibodaux. It starts at 10 o'clock with a children's wagon parade. So, 3-block wagon parade, super cute. We have some school dance teams that are walking in it. We have mascots. The kids from High Five just told us they were going to walk in it and pull a float. So really a good community event to kick off the festival. The festival actually starts at 11 o'clock. We have a second line that we have invited all of the royalty in Lafourche Parish, the Mardi Gras royalty, to second line up to the stage. We do a toast. We kick off Mardi Gras in Lafourche Parish. And then it starts, right? So we have 2 bands. Mountain New and the Wild Matus is our opening band, and then, or Matu, I probably said that wrong. Mountain New and the Wild Matu. I've been up the bayou too long, Uncle Henry. And then the Water's Edge Band is going to be our closeout. We have right about 40 vendors signed up, so comparable to where we were last year. Ticket sales are going great. Sponsorship's been wonderful. So it takes a lot of volunteers. So, you know, if anybody feels like they want to volunteer, we have a sign up on our website. We really tried to work with teacher engagement this year. So Casey Sheremy, who's the principal at Raceland, is kind of heading that up for us. So we've seen a lot more teacher engagement this year in volunteerism because we've kind of put more of a focus on it and not just shotgunned it out. Miss Marion runs our coloring contest. So while we're talking about great art and musical talent that we have in our parish, so this is our festival poster that was designed by a student at South Lafourche. Isn't it beautiful? Mr. Martin, I'm going to leave this with you because it's going to go in your frame on top of the poster from last year. I'm going to give it to Crystal and she's going to fix it for you.
Follow directions well.
Yes, I'll give it to Crystal. So we have the poster displayed in several places throughout the parish. One goes to the Lieutenant Governor's office. One will be displayed at Thibodaux Regional because they are the sponsor of this coloring contest, poster and coloring contest. The school that wins gets a frame copy. The student will get a frame copy. And then something new that we're doing this year, we're actually going to sell the poster. So we're going to give the student a $200 check, right? And we'll sell 20 posters at the festival and see, you know, what happens. Maybe people will want more and he'll make more money at the end of it. So we're really excited. Lots of changes. The festival is growing. We're trying to manage the growth the best we can. We're trying to make sure it's a true family-friendly experience. We have a kids zone. There'll be the big crazy phone party again. There's a petting zoo. We have a cakewalk, Dolly's Imagination cakewalk. So I hope that we can all see y'all out there. Did I leave anything out, Miss Marion?
I think everybody did really fun.
Original.
I guess we could. We've never really been set up for an auction. And that's one of the things that we probably need to figure out if we want to start doing. But that would be a cool idea. A raffle.
Lots of fun. You can buy your tickets online, and VIP tickets are really good because you have your special place where you can congregate. But the regular tickets are good too. You get to vote for the best king cake.
Right. So thank you for helping me out with that. So it's $10 to get in, and with your $10, you get 5 tastings. Or you'll get a bracelet that has 5 little tabs on it, and with those tabs, you can taste 5 king cakes. So if you want to try out 40 king cakes, you definitely can. A tasting ticket's $1, and you can sample that way. You find your favorite cake and you vote for it. There's 2 different paths to winning the King Cake Fest. The overall winner will be People's Choice. So we pick up the vases with the wooden nickels in it. We count them. Whoever has the most wins the King Cake Fest. Based on some feedback from our vendors, they wanted more opportunity. So we have categories this year. So they were able to self-select if they wanted to be in traditional, savory, filled, or unique. We have a panel of judges that will judge them, and so we'll have winners in those categories as well.
How do you pick the judge?
If you talk to the right person, you may be able to work something out. And this event, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of volunteers, and the support of this community has been amazing. I mean, L'Oreal Foundation has been probably one of our biggest supporters from the beginning. They stepped up and heavily supported us with a $30,000 investment this year, which is just amazing. And it's allowed us to make some investments in the festival. So when you come this year, you'll notice that all the tents match, and it looks really cool. And that's a lot of what we're able to do with L'Oreal's investment. So our sponsors are all listed. We do still have sponsorships availability if anybody wants to. They start at $300, super affordable. Your logo gets to get up in the festival. You get 2 VIP tickets. Thank you, Uncle Henry, for sponsoring. And it's just, we hope to see everyone out there. Pray for good weather. I think that's it again. I have stickers I'll leave on the table. I have posters I'll leave on the table. All of the schools should be getting yard signs going in the mail tomorrow. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
so much. I appreciate it. Moving on to item 3, approval of minutes and observances and proclamations. A, minutes of the regular board meeting held Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. A motion, Ms. Charpentier, second, Ms. Bourgeois. Please vote. I'm sorry, is there any any questions or participation from the audience? Any board questions? If not, let's vote. Motion carries. Item B, observations in schools, National School Social Workers Week, March the 3rd through the 7th, 2025, Louisiana School Lunch Week, and National School Breakfast Week, March the 3rd through the 7th, 2025, and Employee Appreciation Day, March the 7th, 2025. I have a motion. Dr. Guillot, second, Ms. Babin. Is there any comment from the audience, from the public? Any board questions or comments? Not, please vote. Motion carries. Item 4, memorial resolutions. Mrs. Ashantiana Smith. Ms. Ashantiana Smith was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on August 5th, 2024 as a social worker at Pupil Appraisal Center. Ms. Smith passed away on December 25th, 2024. Although Ashantiana was for the district for a short time, her positive impact on student support services will always be remembered. Item B, Ms. Patrice Hidalgo. Ms. Babin.
Ms. Patrice Hidalgo was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on January 19, 1977 as a teacher at Thibodeau High School. Ms. Hidalgo retired on May 29, 2012, having served the Lafourche Parish School District with a total of 34.5 years. Madam President, if I may. First, I would like to thank you and the board for allowing me to read Ms. Hidalgo's memorial resolution. She was not a constituent of mine, but she was a very important part of my high school experience and others in this very room. Ms. Hidalgo became a permanent fixture on the THS tennis courts and taught many students, myself included, the love of the game. And although we may have seen those afternoon practices as often running or chasing around the little green ball, she was patiently and quietly teaching us a lot about life as well. You see, Coach Hidalgo led by example. Her calm, quiet, and stoic presence was to be admired. In the 3 years that I had the opportunity to be a part of the team, I don't remember her yelling at us or pointing out our shortcomings. She focused on teachable moments and constructive feedback. She modeled how to be calm, confident, and not to buckle under pressure. Also, she never meddled in situations outside of the courts, but she did occasionally offer words of wisdom if she saw fit. She was fair and consistent and kind, and she encouraged us to be so as well. She spoke of respecting the game, respecting our opponent, and most importantly, respecting ourselves. She encouraged us to work together and help build each other up with a sense of family, resulting in friendships that in many cases still remain today. I will forever be grateful for the opportunities and learning that took place after the school bells on those courts. May she rest in peace, leaving the world a legacy of serenity and kindness, dressed in purple and gold.
Madam President, I'd also like to say Ms. Hidalgo played a significant part in working with the human performance education majors, which would be the PE majors. She precepted many just in the time that I transitioned to teacher education. I know she was actively involved even before my time, so she definitely leaves a legacy of up and coming, and she was always open to play that role for us in a local setting, meaning obviously in LaFouche Parish. So I would like to say that she would definitely be remembered for that effort of supporting Nicholas State teacher education students. Thank you.
Item C, Mr. Glenn DeRoche, that would be me, retired school bus driver. Mr. Glenn DeRoche was hired by the LaFouche Parish School District on January the 1st, 1965 as a bus driver. Mr. DeRoche retired on January 15th, 1990, having served the LaFouche Parish School District for a total of 25 years. Mr. DeRoche also served one term as a school board member from January the 1st, 1991 to December the 31st, 1994. Item D, Ms. Goldie Lejean, retired teacher. Mr. Wright.
Goldie Lejean, hired by the LaFouche Parish School District, August 31st, 1965, as a teacher at LaRose Cutoff High School. Ms. Lejean also taught at LaRose Upper Elementary School and East Tivoli Junior High School. She retired on September 11th, 1981, having served the LaFouche Parish School District for a total of 16 years.
Item E, Ms. Susan LaRose, retired paraprofessional. Ms. Babbitt.
Ms. Susan LaRose was hired by the LaFouche Parish School District on November 4th, 1988, as a paraprofessional at W.S. LaFogg Elementary School. Ms. LaRose retired on December 21st, 2013, having served the LaFouche Parish School District for a total of 25 years.
Yes. I've had the privilege and honor of teaching with Miss LaRose at W.S. LaFogg. I was the assistant principal there. Always a big smile, loved the children. I know she'll be missed.
We were personal friends, and I've been knowing her for a very, very long time. Kind person, yes. Very friendly. Item F, Ms. Kim Boudreaux, retired teacher. Mr. Duplantis.
Ms. Kim Boudreaux was hired by the LaFouche Parish School District on August 5th, 2009, as a teacher at Bayou Blue Middle School. Ms. Boudreaux retired on July 23rd, 2020, having served the LaFouche Parish School District for a total of 11 years.
Item G, Ms. Rosalie Knobloch, retired media specialist. And that would be Ms. Block.
Ms. Rosalie Knobloch was hired by the LaFouche Parish School District on January 23rd, 1961, as a media specialist at St. Charles Elementary School. She served as a media specialist and teacher at several schools throughout LaFouche Parish, including Rodin Meadow High School, Rodin Meadow Upper Elementary, Galliana Junior High School, Lockport Upper Elementary School, Raceland Junior High School, Raceland High School, and St. Charles Elementary School. Ms. Knobloch retired on January 19, 1993, having served the LaFouche Parish School District for a total of 32 years. And I have to say that even though she retired, she was still in the education arena. In fact, she was a substitute for me for many years. And the children used to call her Mom Rosie. They loved her. She was very active in her community, in her church. I know she will be it is a great loss to the community as well as her family. And her son and daughter are here in the back. And our sincere condolences to you. She was a very fine lady.
Item H, Ms. Ray Ella Angelette, retired paraprofessional. Ms. Wells.
Ms. Ray Ella Angelette was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on September 27th, 1993, as a paraprofessional at Galliano Elementary School. She also served as a paraprofessional at Golden Meadow Middle School. Ms. Angelette retired on January 23rd, 2006, having served the Lafourche Parish School District for a total of 13 years.
Item I, Ms. Joyce Degg, retired teacher. Ms. Babbitt.
Ms. Joyce Day was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on January 24th, 1972, as a teacher at Thibodeau Elementary School. Ms. Day also taught at South Thibodeau Elementary School and W.S. LaFollette Elementary School. He retired on February 1st, 2002, having served the Lafourche Parish School District for a total of 30 years.
I had the opportunity to teach with Ms. Degg. In fact, her husband was the principal at the time she was a teacher. She was a very, very kind person, a very good teacher, and I know her family will miss her.
Madam President, I move that these resolutions be adopted by general consent and that a copy of the resolutions be recorded on a special page in our minute book.
No objections, let the record reflect that these resolutions were adopted by general consent, and a copy will be recorded on a special page of our minute book. Item 5, approval of business committee recommendations as per meeting held Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. That would be Mr. Duplantis.
Thank you, Madam President. A, to accept the renewal quotes from Carmel Grove and Column 4 with a total proposed premium of $355,083, to reject uninsured motorists, reject terrorism coverage, and to authorize the superintendent to sign all documents related to the renewal. So moved.
Wait a second, Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board comment? And this was well discussed at the meeting that Ms. Bro attended at the committee meeting. If not, please vote. Motion carries. Item B, to authorize advertisement for proposals for emergency or disaster-related environmental services, asbestos, mold, and lead, and take appropriate action. Oh, I am so sorry. I just jumped right in there, Mr. Duplantis. That's not the recommendation, though. You have to read the recommendation, I'm sorry.
To authorize advertisement for proposals for emergency or disaster-related environmental services, includes asbestos, mold, and lead, and take appropriate action. So moved.
Thank you. And seconded by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board comment or questions? If not, please vote. Motion carries. I got sidetracked because I did not realize that Mike Knobloch, this was Rosalie's son, and he waved to me, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr.
Sorry. Item C, to award the lowest, most responsive and responsible bidder, CNB Computers, for refurbished desktops and laptop computers. So moved.
Seconded by Ms. Babin. Oh, Ms. Babin. Any comment from the public? Any board comment or question? Please vote. Motion carries. Item D.
Item D, to authorize the advertisement for bids on small equipment and large equipment needed by the Child Nutrition Department throughout the 2025-2026 school year as the need arises in compliance with current bid laws. So moved.
Mr. Wright seconds it. Any public comment? Any board comment or questions? Please vote. Motion carries. Item E,
Item E, to authorize advertisement for bids on the following items needed by the Child Nutrition Department throughout the 2025-2026 school year, as need arises in compliance with regulations by the State Department of Education. A, milk and milk products. B, bread. C, all other food items. D, janitorial and paper products. C, cleaning of grease traps. F, concentrated detergents. So moved.
second by Ms. Charpentier. Any, public comment? Any board comment? Please vote. Motion carries. Item F,
Item F, to extend the existing contract with Transformix for E-Rate Cat 2 products and services for Aruba Central, transceivers and switches through June 30th, 2026, in accordance with the terms outlined within the original RFP awarded through the Finance Committee on February 24th, 2021. So moved.
second by Ms. Wells. Any public comment? Any board questions, comments? Not, please vote. Motion carries. Item G,
Item G, to extend the existing contract with Transformix for E-Rate MIBS Cat 2 products and services through June 30th, 2026, in accordance with the terms outlined in the original RFP awarded through the Finance Committee on February 16th, 2022. So moved.
have a second. Mr. LaFont, any public comment? Any board comment, discussion? Please vote. Motion carries. Moving on to item 6, approval of Landed Facilities Management Committee recommendations as per meeting held Wednesday, July 29th, 2025. Mr. LaFont.
Thank you, Madam President. To accept a change order request in the sum of $46,211.94 and add 23 days at St. Charles Elementary School Classroom Addition Project. So moved.
Second by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board comment, discussion? Not, please vote. Motion carries. Item B,
To renew a 3-year lease with VAL, Virtual Academy of Lafourche, for the rental of building number 7 at Raceland Middle School. So moved.
Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Any board comment or discussion? If not, please vote. Motion carries. Item D. Oh, excuse me, C.
To approve a request from DTV Track Club to waive the fees for the use of the stadium, track and field at South Lafourche High School. The requester would be responsible for the $300 damage deposit and the custodian fee. So moved.
Second, Ms. Babin. Any public comment? Board comment? Questions? Not, please vote. Motion carries. Now the D.
To approve a request from Diamond Elite Volleyball to waive the fees for the use of the gym at Golden Meadow Middle School for a 3-year period through 2027. The requester would be responsible for the $300 damage deposit and custodial fees. So moved.
Second by Ms. Wells. Any comments from the public? Board comments?
Madam President,
Yes.
I'm in receipt of an email from Miss Tammy Martin, who's the coach of Diamond Elite Volleyball. She's also a teacher at Golden Meadow Middle School. She had a significant conflict this evening, would have liked to attend. She's finally getting into her home after Hurricane Ida. And so I told her that was completely understood, and I appreciate her communicating that to us. That she, from what I understand, has everything in order. She did come to the committee meeting.
Yes.
And,
we have all the information. Thank you for that. If not, let's vote, please, if there's no other discussion. Motion carries. Item E.
To authorize advertisement for proposals for facility condition assessment services. So moved.
Second by Dr. Diot. Any public comment? Any board comment or question? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say, I said this at the committee meeting, when we went over it. It's so nice to us to have the opportunity to be proactive with our school sites instead of always being reactive. So this is a great thing. I'm glad we're doing this.
That is so true. Any other comments? If not, please vote. Motion carries. Item F.
To accept a change order request in the credit sum of $3,400 for installation of unit work in the Sea Hall and Field House for the South Lafourche High School project. So moved.
Moved by Mr. Font, second by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Any board comment or questions? Please vote. Motion carries. Item G.
To accept a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the credit sum of $9,217.57 to the contract to remove canopy repainting at Central Lafourche High School project. So moved.
Moved and seconded by Ms. Sharpenshape. Any public comment? Any board comment? Not, please vote. Motion carried. And item H.
To accept a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the credit sum of $6,907.67 to the contract to omit the replacement of the rear canopy for the 10 various sites project at the Child Nutrition Building. So moved.
Mr. LaFont, seconded by Ms. Wells. Any public comment? Board questions or comments? If not, please vote. Motion carries.
Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. LaFont. Moving on to new business, and we will let Dr. Diot.
Item A, to approve the 2025-2026 academic calendar. So moved.
Seconded by Ms. Babin. Any public comment? And if not, let's turn it over to Mr. Fields, and then we can have
Superintendent Martin, President Petita, members of the board, each year school districts must adopt a school calendar for the upcoming school year. State law mandates a school calendar that must feature a minimum of 63,720 minutes of instructional time for students. This equates to a minimum of 360 minutes per day. It also mandates 182 working days for teachers. If you would refer to our proposed calendar for the 25-26 school year, you will see that it features 65,625 minutes of instructional time at 375 minutes per day, which is well above the minimum instructional minutes required. This allows us to bill 5 days emergency time so that if schools have to close due to emergency situations, we would not have to make up the days. Please be aware that in the event of school closures beyond the 5 days, holidays could be eliminated at the discretion of the superintendent to meet the minimum number of instructional days. Professional days will once again consist of full days. There will be a total of 5 professional days beginning on Friday, August 1st, Monday, August 4th, Tuesday, August 5th, Tuesday, September 2nd, and Tuesday, October 14th. Calendar also features 2 teacher record days, one on Wednesday, August 6th, 2025, and one on Friday, May 22nd, 2026. With this total, our teachers will have the mandated 182 working days. Students' first day of school will be on Wednesday, August 7th, 2025. The last day of school will be on Thursday, May 21st, 2026. The holiday schedule is colored in pink. Finally, the calendar has been approved by our superintendent and reviewed by our supervisory committee. I present it to you for adoption for the 25-26 school year.
Do you have any, minutes? Looks good. Thank you very much, Ms. Hills. If not, please vote. Motion carries. Moving on to item 8, tentative dates of future meetings. A, committee meetings, Policy and Academics Committee, Business Committee, and Land and Facilities Management Committees, Wednesday, February 19th, 2025, and the regular school board meeting on Wednesday, March the 12th, 2025. There being no further business, the meeting is adjourned.